Today we are replacing the carburetor on this Briggs and Stratton generator that only runs on choke. First thing you want to do, take off these 8mm bolts. This holds on the air filter cover and the air filter. Once you got that off, there's two 10mm nuts that hold on the air filter housing. Got the wrong socket. Alright, I got the right socket on. These are two 10mm. And this should just pop off. There is a hose here that I'm going to disconnect. Once you get those off and you disconnect the hose, you can get right to the carburetor. Next thing I'm going to do is take off the hose clamp that's right here and remove the fuel line. Once you get this clamp scooched up, you can just wiggle this fuel line off. Make sure your fuel is shut off at the valve up here. And then take off your gasket. Keep that. And your carburetor should slide off. With this generator, the carburetor doesn't slide off. You have to get a really tiny socket and put it on these studs here and remove those. Once you loosen these studs, you can take them right out. Take those out, your carburetor should become loose, and then we gotta disconnect that linkage right there. Once you take off the two linkages, the spring and the wire there, your carburetor is completely off now. We're not gonna reuse this one. We're gonna replace it with a new one. We're gonna install the new carburetor by connecting the linkages first and then putting the studs back. Now that we got the linkage and the studs back in, we're gonna put the air filter assembly back on. I got the fuel line reconnected and the air filter assembly back on. Now we're gonna put on the 10mm nuts. Got the air filter assembly back on. Now we're gonna put on the air filter and the air filter cover. We got that back on. Now we're gonna go and test it.